What up, and what's poppin'? It's your dog Breeze from Fahrenheit 451, part of the Fourth and Gold Network. We're burning the books alive. Ugly ass back-to-back 1 and 2 days with my picks. Back with my best bets in the NBA for December 22nd. First up, Scotty Barnes over 20.5 points. You can get that at minus 115 over at FanDuel. He's hit this line in his last 7 out of 10 games with one hook. 29, 24, and 24 points in the last 3 matchups versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Let's get into some leans. Nikola Jokic over 12.5 rebounds, 20, 17, and 15 rebounds the last 3 versus the Nets. I just feel like the Joker's been bullying. I don't want to play him. Scotty Barnes over 9.5 assists. He's had 17 and 15 assists in his last 2 games, 12 assists in his last game versus Dallas. Fun fact, Jalen Green has had 4 assists in his last, or more in his last 4 games versus Dallas. I lean DeJounte over 18.5 points. He's hit this line in his last 8 out of 10, 23, 18, and 23 points the last 3 games versus the Heat. Trae Young has been on fire, points and assists. He doesn't have the best games versus the Heat. So I'm just going to lean that he goes over his points prop as well as his assist prop. And Sadiq Bey over 5.5 rebounds is another one of my leans. He's hit this line in the last 7 games out of 10 and in the last 3 games versus Miami. Could be a potential ladder spot. Back to the official plays. Onyeka Okongwu over 9.5 points. You can get that at plus 100 odds. You can get his plus 15 points at plus 550 odds over at FanDuel. He's had 13 points or more in his last 5 games, and he's been averaging 30 minutes per game in his last 5 games. So I think that he will soar over this line as long as he gets his minutes. I gave you a few leans in the Houston Rockets game. My official pick in the Houston Rockets game is the Rockets minus 8. With Luka, Kyrie, Derek Lively, Kleber, etc., being out, I just don't think that a team led by Tim Hardaway Jr. and Derek Jones Jr. have enough firepower to compete with the very deep and well-coached Houston Rockets. Gave you a lean in the Brooklyn Nets game. My official pick in the Brooklyn Nets game is the Nets minus 4.5. Is the Nuggets minus 4.5. I just believe that the Nuggets are heads and shoulders above the Nets as a complete team. Not to mention that they blew out this Nets team the last time that they played earlier this season. All right. Next up, couple more leans. Klay Thompson over 20.5 points. I said I was done with the Golden State Warriors props until further notice. Today will not be that day, but it is a lean of mine. Klay Thompson, his points as well as his rebounds. Klay Thompson has had 27 points, 4 rebounds, 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 20 points and 5 rebounds in his last 3 games versus the Washington Wizards. Steph Curry, points and rebounds over would be a lean of mine as well. However, Klay's and Steph rebounds, the line is kind of nerfed, so it's not too much value there in my humble opinion. Steph Curry has had 41 points and 7 rebounds, 47 points and 6 rebounds, 18 points and 7 rebounds, and 32 points and 6 rebounds in his last 4 meetings versus the Washington Wizards. I think that they're going to smack the Wizards. And the Wizards are on a back-to-back, but I really don't trust the spread. It's at like 12 or 13. I'm going to stay off of that. What I will be on officially in that game is Kyle Kuzma over 6.5 rebounds, minus 132 odds over at FanDuel. Shop around 9, 7, 5, 7, 8, 8 rebounds in his last 6 games, 8 and 11 rebounds in his last 2 games versus the Golden State Warriors. He's also had three or more threes in his last 6 games, and he's had 4 threes in his last game versus the Warriors. A lot of info to digest there. I just did a deep dive, man, because we've been on this nasty slide. You know what I'm saying? So trying to get us off of the snide. So officially for December 22nd here at Fahrenheit 451, my official picks will be Scotty Barnes over 20.5 points. Scotty Barnes over 20.5 points. The Denver Nuggets -4.5. The Houston Rockets -8. Onyeka Okongwu plus 10 points. And Kyle Kuzma over 6.5 rebounds. Like, comment, and subscribe for your daily sports betting videos and analysis. Let's keep burning them. There will be no challenge today, but I think we might do a 6 or 7 day challenge starting either Christmas Eve or maybe right after Christmas, so we, treat ourselves to something nice going into the new year. All right? Peace, love, and light, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow.